Good afternoon, book lovers of the internet. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Book Nerd822, and in this video, I am going to be reviewing the third book in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series by Jeff Kinney, The Last Straw. Now, this one, much like the others, consists of 217 pages, and I rated it a 3 out of 5 stars. This was not the first time I read it. I believe this was the third time. Um, I finished reading it. I read it in 2020 and in 2022 as well, and finished it just 2 days ago. And it's a three-star read mostly because it didn't push the plot forward much, and compared to the other two books and which came before and the ones which followed, it was rather mid, very average. So this lasted Greg several months and really expressed what a boring and average life he leads well. Um, as a matter of fact, I wouldn't say that anything which Greg goes through is out of this world, out of the ordinary. He just exaggerates and makes himself the center of attention in any given context, which is why his life seems to be so interesting, but truly it isn't. So I absolutely hate how Greg has no sense of accountability, and whenever something goes wrong and it's completely his fault, instead of owning up to the mistake, he just blames others or just shrugs off the blame entirely. And instead of doing things to better himself as an individual, he does what he feels will make other people happy, and he does those things in a terrible way rather than in a good way because he doesn't actually want to do them. I know that what I said might make Greg sound like some sort of saint, but he does the things he thinks will make other people happy in a poor, horrible way, and is then disappointed that they don't see the fact that he's trying because he does everything with a minimal amount of effort. It's absolutely pathetic, in my opinion. I know that it's called The Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and for a reason. Um, but at the same time, I don't think that a person could make me cringe so hard. And I'm not even a fan of football myself, but if Greg is forced to do something by his father, or encouraged to do something by his parents, he should at least try to perform well and express that he's not doing it voluntarily, especially when there are so many other options. He should be more vocal about things in real life rather than just whining about all of this in journal form. And there are many other options. In fact, he did form part of the Scouts as well, and he somehow managed to mess that up too. And Greg consistently takes the easy way out, and even in love, he just can't find it in him to be himself, which is, of course, generally the best way forward. And what makes such a character so horrible is that he judges and criticizes others mercilessly whilst never taking the blame or being mature and responsible and identifying his own faults. And yeah, absolutely vile and repulsive type of attitude to have. I was also horrified by the fact that Greg refused to do his laundry or to ask for help with it at the very least. The way things worked out, he basically got a basketball hoop in which he was meant to throw his laundry through for Christmas by his uncle, as far as I know, or great uncle, something along those lines. And he just did not want to do his laundry because he's accustomed to his mother doing it for him, but he did not even take the initiative to put them in the bag. He just throws everything on the floor completely irresponsibly and disrespectfully. And he is an absolutely vile creature. He went to great extents to literally wear things that he wouldn't on any other day just because they were clean. I wonder how Rowley even stands him, allegedly his best friend, and Rowley deserves better, especially since Greg treats him so poorly, and in this one he made him carry him up a hill. Greg literally made his best friend carry him up a hill with a backpack on his back, and Rowley just did it, I suppose. Um, he can be a bit naive, that one, but yeah, horrible friend overall to have. Rowley's not mentioned much in this one, which perhaps says plenty about how Greg is not spending much time with him or thinking about him since he doesn't bring him up. Um, I have a feeling that he might not be brought up much in the 20th book, Party Pooper, either. I have a feeling that Manny is going to be a very central character, considering that he is on the cover. And I wouldn't mind seeing more of Rowley, to be honest, especially Rowley grown up, more of a mature, well-rounded character. Because I do like Rowley as an older reader of Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I root for Rowley much more than I do for Greg, and Greg really needed that military training, but embarrassing himself saved him the trouble, and the story ended on a very happy note. So basically, there is this overshadowing um, arc throughout the book that Greg is going to be sent to military school by his father because of how wimpy he is and how disrespectful. But towards the end, he embarrasses himself, saves his father from having to embarrass himself, and he ends up being a hero, basically getting a happy ending, which he certainly did not deserve, to be honest. And this one didn't make me laugh much. And I certainly did not take Greg's side on any occasion, save for when his mom shows up, because she is somehow a worse person than her son. At least that's how the unreliable narrator makes her out to be in his journal. I can't really believe anything Greg says, to be honest with you, anyway. Um, but yeah, Manny is also a character I would execute publicly, where I am power, by the way, but that is a different note entirely. I know that they're children, but horrible parenting gets on my nerves, and the way the kids behave is a result of garbage parents, and both Susan and Frank aren't really ideal parents to have. I feel as though Frank is misconstrued quite a lot. Um, and he should learn how to wear the trousers in the family because he certainly does not. But yeah, I think that is all I had to say about the third book in the Wimpy Kid series by Jeff Kinney. I have also made several shorts about this book, several inconsistencies I came across. One of them I published just a couple of days ago. Make sure to check it out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Take a look at the rest of my content because why not? It's absolutely amazing. And I will see you in the next one, hopefully very, very soon. Bye, guys.